Good morning, YouTube. This is Dexter with Essential Pressure Washing. We are in Davenport, Florida for a partial house wash, vinyl fence cleaning. The vinyl fence here is pretty dirty. It has been a while since it has been cleaned. It also is propped up towards the back. They have some things on the other side kind of holding it up, so we can't put any pressure on this. It will most likely knock down 3 panels, so we're going to have to use a strong mix out of the pump up sprayer to break some of this algae down, and then we're going to go over it with the soft wash machine and treat it with a lighter mix. And of course, the reason we don't want to go over it with a heavy mix with the soft wash machine, we don't want to put a depth line around the fence because we would burn up all the grass. So we're going to use a pump up sprayer. I am going to wet the grass up on both sides. This is not good grass, but we still like to practice good habits. The 3 sides of the home that we're cleaning is the vinyl part to the top, around the top 3 sides. This wall, the back wall, and the other wall has green algae buildup that you can see. So the HOA had sent them a nastygram, and we're here to get that cleaned up. We're going to also do this inside fence. I'm showing a little damage right there where it has a hole. This fence has quite a few holes in it, but that's just one that I was just showing and documenting. But this is the inside of the fence, and it has green algae, not as dominant as the outside, but yet still a process. We're going to have to treat this with the pump sprayer, and we are going to use the P40 at a 1.8% and see what we end up with here. So again, we got 3 sides of the house, partial house wash, vinyl fence cleaning. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are applying the chem on the back of the house, 1.8% sodium hypochlorite. It's very windy outside today, and it's going to be that way all week, so we are finding angles to spray the chem up there. The neighbor to this property is outside in the backyard kind of watching. Don't want to get this SH on him, so trying to use angles. So I got the back of the house sprayed with SH to the top. I'm going to go down and start working my way up from the back of the fence inside, putting the 1.8% on that. The areas that are heavier with algae, I will use the pump sprayer to treat those areas. So we're coming up the side of the fence right now. We're just treating it, putting down a good heavy coat on it, and we're going to get some transition from some on the back side, but we are going to have to hit some areas with the pump sprayer on this inside of the fence. Now we know the outside of the fence that was really horrible, that we're going to have to treat that. So we already put the pump sprayer on it with a real heavy mix on that, and we're letting it dwell, and we're going to come over it and hit it with the 1.8 with the soft wash system to get some more reaction out of it. Then we'll put a rinse and see what we have left on it. But right now we're just simply rinsing off with P40. I'm sorry, not rinsing, applying. We're just applying chem right now. That's what we're doing. We're applying the chem right now with the P40. Just putting the chem on, just making our patterns nice and easy. So just stay tuned, and we will get to the rinsing momentarily. Okay, here we are. We are rinsing down now. You can see that already the chemical has worked on this property, has removed all the green. So now we're just going to come through with a nice strong rinse. And right there is a piece of wood that they have as some type of border. Kept catching my hose, and I kept having to pull my hose over that. But we are rinsing off now. we already have applied. It had already shaped up and got ready, so we're just rinsing it off. And we have to rinse this green paint too. We had already wet it up before we started because we didn't want to clean streak it. And what I mean by clean streaking, of course you already know, but if you hit that property or hit that top piece and the bottom is dry, of course the bottom has some algae on it and it will leave those clean streaks going down it. So we wet it up real good before we started. Anyway, now we are on this fence here and we are rinsing off the fence and seeing what we're going to have to treat with the pump sprayer. Just trying to hit some of that lichen that was on the top of this thing. It was a bunch of it. I believe it's probably been about 5 years or better since the last time they had this fence treated. But anyway, it's coming clean. Don't want to put any pressure right there on that side where I'm at because it's propped up. They have some things in the ground that's kind of holding it up. And I don't like the way it's leaning. So I'm not going to put any pressure on it. I could have got the pressure washing hose out and hit it a little harder, but I don't want to put that force on it. And like I said, if it falls, 3 panels will fall down with it. And I don't want any problems from my customers here. So I'm just applying the little rinse. Stay tuned as we get into some more pre-treating and some more rinsing off. Stay tuned. Okay, so let me show you the fence now that we have treated it and let it dry up a little bit here. So we got it now. She's back white. This fence is an older fence and has several sagging panels on both sides. So we couldn't. It has a sagging panel on this side too. About 3 pieces are being held up by something. Anyway, the back of the house cleaned up and transitioned. The side that we're getting ready to walk to now is the shaded side. So it's still wet, but I'm gonna take a few minutes to let it dry so I can show you the after effects of this right here on this side. The fence came out great. Everything cleaned up as it should have. We're gonna go outside the old gate right here and we'll be able to show you some of the other part of this fence that we had cleaned up. And this wall up top, that vinyl wall is still drying. I'm going to give it a few minutes, then I'm going to shoot another shot of it. But now we're going to walk down this right here and you're going to see it cleaned up well. I didn't shoot any of video on this side because I could hear someone moving inside of that house and I'm kind of on their property, and so I didn't want to bring the camera out to do this side right here because I could hear them moving around inside of their house. And I'm doing the property next door to them, which I know they are glad because they don't want to keep looking at that fence looking that way. So I did my job with that right there, but no recording on this side. Okay, stay tuned. Here's a still shot of the house after it was dry.